Hello children, welcome to Jairam High Secondary School online classes. This is a video from class 7 biology, unit 6 health and hygiene. And dear children, you know very well we are all in a situation that we could not come out and do our day-to-day life activities. Not only us, the whole world has been struck out, and the whole humankind is fighting against a deadly disease called COVID-19, which is caused by a group of coronaviruses. And even a common people, they are facing very much difficult and hard to earn their living, and this situation prevails due to this onset of this pandemic disease. So if we turn to our history, we can see the human race has faced so much kind of difficulties and hurdles to live their life on this earth. They have faced so much kind of natural calamities such as cyclones, floods, earthquake, etc. And not only the human race has been eradicated by these natural calamities, sometimes the human race has facing a kind of diseases which also cause many deaths. Like you can see in the previous centuries also, the humankind has faced various kinds of diseases like cholera, and then chickenpox, smallpox, and polio, malaria, tuberculosis, and even in the recent years we face the diseases like chikungunya, dengue, etc. So each and every time the human race has to fight against the deadly diseases, and they has to find a way to cure that, or they have to find a vaccine to get prevented from it. And even now all our researchers and all our doctors, they are fighting against this COVID-19 viruses to they are working hard to find a vaccine against the disease to prevent us from this disease. This is also a health related problem, isn't it? So like natural calamities like earthquake, cyclones, this is not a natural calamity, and this is a health related problem. So what do you mean by health, and how it is affecting our day-to-day life activities? So in this lesson we are going to see about health and hygiene, so that we can get an overall idea of what is health, and also we are going to study about various kinds of diseases also, so that we can get an awareness about different kinds of diseases. Now children, let's get into the lesson. So these are the learning objectives of this lesson. So in this lesson we are going to see how we are going to take care of our body, and how to maintain a good hygienic habit, and we are going to know about the various kinds of communicable and non-communicable diseases, and what are some common ailments and remedies for the disease, and we are also going to know about first aid and safety measures. So before getting into the topic, we just see an example. Like suppose you think a baby is suffering from a diarrhea. So people from different backgrounds, they say different reasons for diarrhea. Some people who are not getting awareness of such kind of infections, they might be telling that the parents have done wrong, or otherwise they have done against something against God or some good spirit, so only the child is being getting affected by diarrhea. Okay. And some other group of people, suppose a doctor will say it is due to a kind of infection caused by a bacteria or a virus. Okay. And other, as a health worker, he can say that is due to the people in the village are not maintaining a proper hygienic conditions, and the lack of proper sanitation is the cause for the disease in that baby. So each of them is giving their own ideas, and maybe on or in few percentage each one may be right in their ways. But there is if there is no there is no awareness about the disease and about the agents which is causing the disease and how to get rid of the disease, it may be very difficult for the person to get cure from the disease. So in order to know about the disease and how to get cure from the disease, we need to know about health and hygiene. So here comes the definition of health. Health is nothing but a state of sound mind and sound body. And children, most probably, if they do not do their homework and if they want to cut the classes, simply they'll say a reason, mama, I'm suffering from stomach ache, I'm suffering from headache. So these are some silly reasons said by so many people, even including many of the people who are going for work also, in order to get escape from their work. So there, it's that the person is not ready to do their day-to-day life activities. So if a person is truly affected by a disease, that person cannot do their day-to-day life activities. If you have headache really, or if you are suffering from stomach ache really, and you cannot do your day-to-day life activities, so which means health is a state of sound mind and body. So not only your body is should be healthy, your mind should also be free from any other stress and tensions. So health is also related with mind and also with our body. So our body should be free from any sickness or ailments, and our mind should be free from other stress and problems. So health is not only being healthy, it is also the physical, emotional, and psychological well being of an individual. The person should be physically fit, and he should be emotionally balanced, and he should be also psychologically fit, and he should have a sound knowledge of their surroundings also. Then only we can say a person is healthy. So normally, to be healthy, a person should have a good food, a good balanced diet, and the food should contain very nutritious concentration of all the nutrients, and also proper regular exercise is very important to maintain a healthy condition. And also he should be free in mind also. He should be relieved from all the stress and problems. Okay, so and we have to, and the main important thing, we have to maintain our personal hygiene, and we have to maintain our environment also neat and clean, so that we can be free from any kind of diseases. Then only a person can is said to be healthy. Okay, so health is nothing but a state of sound mind and sound body. So from this picture you can see the person is awakened, he is very healthy to do all the day-to-day activities, and he should have a happy mind. And also in addition, the person should have a sound sleep, that is deep sleep. Sleeping is not that sleeping for 12 hours or 14 hours. Time being of 6 to 8 hours is very much essential for a person to be healthy. Okay, so these are the things needed for a person to maintain the healthness of the person. Next, coming to hygiene. So what is hygiene? So at present, repeatedly we can hear the words, whenever you come out from your whenever you come out or whenever you get inside your house, you have to wash your hands, and frequently you have to wash your hands with soap or any kind of um, Dettol, like antibiotic, okay, alcohol mixed. And also whenever you come out from the restroom, you have to wash your hands, you have to wash your legs also properly, you have to wash your face also, and you have to maintain a good common hygiene. And now we are allowed to wear mask, and before itself we are saying that we have to use handkerchief in crowded places, and we should avoid getting into the crowded places. So these are all some good habits and practices to maintain our personal hygiene. So these things which were said during the outbreak of COVID-19 is not a different thing. So from the beginning, from past so many years, the human race, the human beings are prone to follow these kind of good habits, but now and then we are missing it, so only we are facing a hard kind of difficulty like COVID-19. So maintaining a proper hygiene and maintaining good habits will make us to prevent from many of the diseases. So what are the kinds of good habits we should practice? So always we should wash your hands, so once before eating and after eating, and once you get out of your restrooms, and always you should wash your hands. And once when you go out and get inside your home, you have to wash your hands properly with the help of soap. And always you should drink boiled water, because the boiled water kill the microorganisms which can cause the diseases. So you have to drink boiled water. In addition, boiled water will also improve the process of digestion. So children, you have to drink boiled water to get rid of many kind of diseases. Next thing, you have to use a proper sewage disposal waste. So you have to segregate the domestic waste and other kinds of toxic substances. So you might be studied about the biodegradable or non-biodegradable waste. So you have to segregate and you have to properly dispose the sewage into it. So these are some practices which maintains a proper hygiene. In addition to that, you have to wash your clothes properly, and you should sun dry it very clearly. Then only sun drying will kill many of the microorganisms in the surface of the clothes. So you have to wash your clothes also regularly, take bath regularly, brush your teeth, and have a balanced diet, have nutritious food, and do exercise properly. So these are some ways to prevent a good hygiene. Coming to cleanliness, so maintenance of personal and environmental hygiene is called as cleanliness. So we can say a proverb: cleanliness is next to godliness, and health is wealth. So if a person is healthy, and he can be wealthy also, and cleanliness is next to godliness. So these are some proverbs we can heard about cleanliness and about health. So maintenance of personal and environmental hygiene itself is meant for cleanliness. So cleanliness is nothing but state of being clean. So the place we live in, our environment we live in, it should be very clean and tidy. So cleanliness itself prevents us from the onset of so much kind of diseases. So what do you mean by personal hygiene? So personal hygiene is a branch of health. It's concerned with the individual's adjustment to the physiological needs of the body and mind, and for attaining maximum level of health. So as we said already, maintaining a personal hygiene like brushing our teeth, first thing we have to get up early. So getting up early, brushing our teeth, and bathing 2 times a day, and brush 2 times a day, and doing proper exercise, and then eating nutritious food and have a balanced diet, and you should have good sleep. So these are some ways to maintain our personal hygiene. And addition to that, you have to wash your clothes properly, and you have to wear it, even your socks also. Okay, so these are some ways to maintain personal hygiene. So if you are maintaining personal hygiene itself, you can attain maximum level of health, and you can be free from any kind of diseases. So what is personal hygiene? So from the picture you can see what are the things comes under personal hygiene. You have to brush your teeth 2 times a day, and you have to shower daily, bath daily, and you have to wash your clothes, and you should wear a clean uniform, and always you should cover your food with your lid. So uncovered food causes contamination of microbes, which may lead to severe diseases like diarrhea and dysentery. And so you should always cover your food with lid, and you should avoid eating street foods which are with lid uncovered and which are not so much hygienic also. And you have to wash your hands and face regularly, and wash your hairs regularly. So these are some ways to maintain personal hygiene. Next, coming to community hygiene. So what is community? Community is formed by a group of people living together in a particular area. Since our community will be made up of a doctor will be there, a engineer will be there, a postman will be there, electrician will be there, a plumber will be there, a teacher will be there, a student will be there. So a community is formed by a group of different people doing different kinds of jobs for their living. So the community where we are living in, our environment, our surrounding should be also kept clean and tidy to maintain a hygienic condition. So that is called community hygiene. Our surroundings should be kept clean and tidy. For that, the drains should be covered properly. So drains, you know very well, it's the where drains are the channels where the wastewater will be flowing out from our home. So the domestic water, once after use, becomes a waste. So once the wastewater gets into outside, it is drained into the small pipes. So that is called as drains, and it should be covered properly, since uncovered drains contain so much kind of waste, and these are the breeding places of so much mosquitoes. And you know very well, mosquitoes are carrier of different kinds of deadly diseases, and many microorganisms also can grow on the drain region where there is plenty of waste and water. So these may prone to be get into different kinds of diseases. So the drain should be properly covered, and the domestic waste should be segregated and disposed of. So you can see the corporation person when you're coming, they will have two different types of basket, green color and red color. So green color indicates the biodegradable waste like kitchen waste, vegetable peels, all the things which are decomposed, which can be decomposed, they are put in a basket which is green in color. And non-biodegradable waste like glass, metals, and any other toxic substances, medicines, and shoe polishes, these should be separated and they should be disposed of separately. So we have so many ways of disposing the biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. So this domestic waste should be segregated and then disposed of. So proper disposal of sewage also is very important thing to maintain community hygiene. And next thing, we should have a proper drainage system, and sewage treatment is also very important to maintain a community hygiene. So before from the industrial level or the domestic sewage, it directly read into the river, which cause water pollution. So to avoid water pollution, the sewage treatment is also very much important. So proper drainage and proper sewage treatment is also very important for maintaining a community hygiene. So children, this is all about the health and hygiene. So we should follow our personal hygiene and our community hygiene properly to be healthy. Okay, next, how to take care of our body. So we should take care of our body. So what is the purpose of bathing daily? What is the purpose of brushing our teeth daily? So what is the purpose of hair washing daily, daily or often? Because we should maintain our body parts. Okay, we have to take care of our body. So these are the surfaces, our skin surface and our hair surface, and these are some surfaces where the microorganisms can deposit over it, and they find a way to enter into our body, and even once it is entering inside our body, it can cause many kind of diseases. So only in order to get rid of the microorganisms which has been deposited on the surface of our body, we have to bath daily, and we have to shower daily. We have to wash our hair also. And what is the need to brush our teeth? So many kind of microorganisms are prone to enter into our oral cavity through our mouth. So in order to get rid of that also, we are brushing it and we are washing our mouth also. Okay, so in order to get rid of the microorganisms which has been deposited on our body surface, we should take a proper care of the body also. And also, if you are taking care of our body only, our whole system inside will work. And you know, our human body is made up of different kinds of systems like circulatory system, respiratory system, digestive system. So all these systems should coordinate and function together to maintain our healthy life, to maintain our body healthy. If any of the system is getting damaged, the whole body will not function properly, and we are prone to certain kind of diseases. So to maintain all these systems to function properly and to coordinate and do their function properly, we need to take care of our body. So in order to take care of our body, the first comes the dental care. So what do you mean by dental? It is related with our mouth and teeth. So human body is a massive miracle. It keeps all the body systems with proper care. So dental care is nothing but our oral hygiene. Oral itself denotes is concerned with our mouth and teeth. So sound teeth and healthy gums and healthy tissues will comes under the dental care. So what is the use of the teeth? So our teeth is used for mastication purpose. So what do you mean by mastication? You might be reading in you might be read that in digestive system, our salivary gland secretes saliva in our mouth, and the mixing of food with the saliva and the process of chewing the food is called as mastication. Okay, so our teeth helps in the chewing of food. So what is the chewing of food? So what is the use of chewing of food? So chewing food will emerges more kind of enzymes into it, and we will feel the taste of the food, so that eating food is not only meant for digestion. We'll get a pleasure and emotional satisfaction while we are chewing and eating the food. So only our mother will tell always not to see the TV and eat the food. You have to concentrate in your food, and you have to know the taste of the food, and you have to enjoy eating habit. Simply watching TV and watching mobile and eating the food is not a good habit. So instead you have to concentrate on your food, you have to taste the food item and you have to chew it properly and eat it. Okay, so chewing food gives us pleasure and also an emotional satisfaction of eating the food. So for tasting also, some gastric secretions will be secreted in our mouth. So our teeth is mainly meant for chewing food and tasting. So the act of chewing and tasting is called as mastication, as already discussed. So this gives pleasure and emotional satisfaction of eating food, and also the teeth gives a good appearance and clear speech. So you can see in advertisement, a person is having a good teeth, he must be very confident, like that. So the teeth gives a good appearance, and brushing your teeth 2 times prevent the formation of tartar and plaque. So this is also more common in our advertisement. So eating so much of chocolates, so the germs can enter into our teeth and it can cause plaque or some tartars. So floss is also a process to remove the dust particles present in our teeth. So floss is a method of removing food particles to avoid from plaque and the bacteria from the plague and bacteria, and the floss process should be started with proper medical guidance. Okay, this is a process of remove food particles which are present inside our teeth. So disease affecting the teeth. So what are the types of diseases affecting the teeth? So in the previous slide we have seen what are the functions of teeth, and if you have a good teeth you can have a good confident level also. So if our teeth has been affected by some kind of diseases, we feel very uncomfortable to eat the food also. So we can see what are the kinds of diseases which affects the teeth. So bleeding gums. So bleeding in the gums. So gums எகுருன்னு சொல்லுவாங்கல்ல, பல்லோட எகுரு, where the teeth has been presented in the gums. ஸோ பல்லு வந்து வரிசையாக அடுக்கி வச்சுருக்காங்க, பல்லு இருக்குது இல்லையா, அதுதான் வந்து gums. So this எகுரு அது பேர் தான் gums. So in the gums you can have such kind of bleedings that is due to vitamin C deficiency. And what are the impacts of this vitamin C deficiency is bleeding of the gums. So what is the remedial measures? So eating so much of citrus fruits. Citrus fruits included lemon and orange. So eating citrus fruits will increase your vitamin C level. So in turn it will reduce the bleeding of gums. And next type of disease of the teeth is the tooth decay. The tooth decay is formed due to the bacteria in plaque. So normally when we open our mouth, more kind of microorganisms are prone to enter inside the body, and along with the food also some kind of microorganisms can enter inside our body. So while the mastication process, while the chewing process is taking place, the bacteria can be deposited in the middle of the teeth somewhere. So this bacteria produces some kinds of acid which causes our tooth to decay. So brushing and flossing the teeth can prevent this kind of tooth decay. Okay, the other kind of disease is periodontitis. This is due to a main thing called tobacco chewing. So severe tobacco chewing, it's a very deadly thing also, and you might be seen before the start of a film, tobacco chewing is injurious to health, and you can see the advertisement also, a person suffering from cancer due to chewing of tobacco. So tobacco chewing even causes cancer also, and this is causes severe form of gum disease which ruins the bones and gums and other tissues inside our teeth. So what is the remedial measures? So chewing of tobacco should be avoided, and you should have a well balanced diet. So by these ways we can keep our teeth very healthy. Next, coming to eye care. So eye is an important organ of our body. Eyes are the windows to the world. If there is no eyesight, there is no life at all. We cannot see the outer side world. So eyesight is the most important sense, and the protection of the eyes is very much important, and also reduces odds of blindness. So if a person without eyes, if you talk to a person without eyes only, we can know what is the importance of our eyes, and we are very much blessed to have a proper eyesight also. Okay, so what are the kinds of diseases affecting the eyes? So before that, why we should keep our eyes properly? Because eyes only makes us to see the outer world, and without eyesight, no, I would say there is no life at all. And more people without eyesight also they are living, but even though eyesight is very much essential for a human to live his life. Okay, so So we have to maintain our eyes also properly. So what are the different kinds of diseases which affects the eyes? The first disease is night blindness, that is due to lack of vitamin A disorder in the cells of our retina. So retina is the outer covering of the eye. If there is a lack of vitamin A, the cells will be damaged in our retina. So what are the impacts caused by it? It makes it hard to see well at night or in over light, so we cannot see at night time. So what are the remedial measures? We have to eat foods rich in antioxidant, vitamins and minerals. So these are the remedial. So we should eat more amount of carrot and papaya and fish and green leafy vegetables. So these kind of foods will increase the vitamin A in our body, and in turn it will avoid the night blindness disease also. So next kind of disease is conjunctivitis. Conjunctivitis is caused by a virus or bacteria. Here one or both eyes can be affected, and this is highly contagious. What do you mean by contagious? It can be spread through touch. uh, it can be spread from one person to another person, so that is called contagious, and it can spread by contamination and sneezing. So if a person sneezes, this bacteria or virus can spread to the other person, so this is a contagious disease. It can spread through touch, that is called contagious disease. So what are the remedial measures? Antibiotic eye drops or ointments or any home remedies are very much essential for curing this conjunctivitis disease. And third kind of disease affecting the eye is color blindness. And color blindness, as like other diseases, it is not caused by a bacteria or virus or lack of vitamin. It is a genetic condition. Here the person is unable to distinguish between colors. He is unable to differentiate different types of colors. So he is not able to see shades or tones of the same color. So till now, since this is a genetic condition, there is no cure for color blindness. But in addition, we can wear contact lenses and glasses with filters to somewhat get cure from this diseases. So these are some diseases affecting the eye. So next we'll move on to hair care. Hair generally gives our face a good appearance. So we can say a person with very good hair is very healthy. So our internal healthness, our internal body healthness reflects in our hair itself. So our condition of hair reflects the nutritional status and general health of our body. So if the hair becomes thin, sparse, and if we have a hair loss problem, then we are prone to be poor nutritional status. So if our nutrition is not, if you are not taking balanced diet, if you are not taking any nutritious food, our hair tend to lose. So this means we are lacking of any nutrition. So deficiency diet, physical and mental illness. If our mind is also not good, and if you are facing so much stress and tensions and problems, so we can get premature graying of hair. சின்ன வயசுலேயே முடி நரைச்சி போயிடும். நிறைய பேருக்கு பார்த்தா 20 வயசு 22 வயசுலேயே முடி வந்து நரைச்சி போயிடும். அதுதான் ப்ரீமெச்சூர் graying of hair. That is due to mental illness only. And the hair follicles will produce oil which makes the hair smooth and shiny. To keep the hair clean and healthy, we need to have a regular hair wash. So massaging to the scalp also will remove the dead skin cells and excess oil and dust. So before getting hair wash, we have to massage the scalp with oil, and then we can have a hair wash. So this will help us to maintain our hair properly. So while using while we are washing our hairs, we should rinse it with a clean water, and we have to avoid chemical based shampoos and other chemicals also, like many of the dyes and shampoos will contain many kind of chemicals. So these chemicals can damage our hair follicles and will retard the growth of hair also, and it will make the hair to premature graying also. So we have to avoid using chemical based shampoos and other chemical based dyes. So while combing your hair also, you have to use a good tooth comb to maintain a proper hair. Okay, so these are the ways to maintain our hair properly. So once our hair, our eyes and our teeth are good, we can say our nutritional status is also good. So taking care of our body is a very essential part of our living. So once we take care of our body, our internal organs also will function properly, and we can get preventive measures from more kind of diseases also. So children, in this video we'll stop at this, and in the next video we'll continue with the kinds of sickness and diseases. So till that, keep watching, keep listening. Thank you. Have a nice day.